Well, hello there, and welcome to this episode of the Terri Cole Show. I'm so happy that you are here, and I want to start by asking you, how you doing? Like, how are you actually doing in this turbulent world that we are living in right now? This episode, I am going to be sharing with you lots of different tips and tricks that I've learned over the many years to soothe your nervous system, to help ground yourself even during turbulent times, because you are more resilient than you think, but it really does help to be proactive. So that is what I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video. If you're new here, my name is Terri Cole. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, a relationship expert, the author of Boundary Boss and the Boundary Boss Workbook, and this brand new book, Too Much, a guide to breaking the cycle of high-functioning codependency, which you can get at hfcbook.com. So, another thing to say, and I know not to harp, but I'm just saying, you guys on YouTube, 67% of you who watch this are not subscribed. What? Oh my God. Hello. Why not? Subscribe. It helps me. It costs you absolutely zero to do so. And if you want to support the show, and you want to support the work that I'm doing in the world, I mean, part of my whole brand is giving out tons and tons of free stuff, which, lots of other people do not do. So it would help me, if you want free stuff to continue coming, for you to subscribe. Please do. Also, make sure you hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I roll out new stuff, which is every Tuesday and every Thursday. And I want you to be notified because, hey man, you're the people I do it for. Let's move it on into today's episode. All right, so let's start with how to protect your peace, right, in turbulent times. That's basically what we're dialing into today. I'm going to give you lots of actionable things that you can do, and I'm going to be doing a live guided meditation that we will then package for you that you can get at terricole.com/guide. You can download it to your phone. I'm going to keep it short, 10 minutes or less on the guided meditation. But it's something that I feel like it could be really helpful to you when you're feeling stressed out. It's basically protection and safety meditation is what I'm going to be doing. Because here's the thing, self-care is essential right now in the world. So what can you do? And what am I doing? This is based on what I'm doing in my actual life. Start with limit the amount of negative news. You have to. It's everywhere and you have to protect yourself. I cannot tell you the amount of accounts that I've unfollowed on social media. I can't even watch late night comedians anymore because they're endlessly talking about what's going on here, which to me is too stressful. And no matter how quote unquote funny it is all so not funny. You know what I mean? That it just gives me anxiety basically. So I'm not doing that. You can read your news instead of watching your news, which is super simple to do because that then gives you the power to stop reading if it becomes too activating. I want you to pay attention to the signals that your body is giving you about where you are, about what's too much, about when you need to rest, about when you need to step back. There's other ways of creating internal calm, right? And that's basically what we're talking about in this episode. But we need to really get proactive because doing it after the fact is way less helpful. Better than not doing it at all. But once we're already activated, once we're already upset, once we're already worried about what's going on, now the nervous system is already sort of in a jacked up position. So what we want to do is regularly do something that is soothing and calming the nervous system so that we are regulated. So what is one of the things, which is why I'm going to be at the end of this doing a meditation for you to keep, is meditation. Mindfulness, yes. Self-reflection, of course. Meditation specifically, though, does something very unique in my experience. It's interesting. I was interviewing young Pueblo. That's his pen name basically, but his name is Diego Perez. the other day, and we were both talking about our meditation journeys and how much having a regular meditation practice, which to me is 10 to 20 minutes a day. You're not even talking about, I mean, he meditates 2 hours a day. I was like, wow. I was like bowing to him because that's a lot of meditating. But for me, 20 minutes a day, what it did for me is it allowed me about 2 to 3 seconds of additional reaction or response time in my life. So imagine how 2 to 3 additional seconds might change your life. For me, I went from sort of hitting send on that bitchy email or texting someone something that's brutal or whatever, because I was a bit of a hothead, more ego-driven, more reactionary. And what a dedicated practice, a daily practice did for me, it allowed me to be less reactionary because now I had a choice to respond. Even if it was just 2 or 3 seconds, that was actually enough time to make a different choice. So hence why I'm giving you a meditation in today's episode. What else can you do? Move your body. And I know none of this is like, oh my God, exercise is good for me. Like, no shit. But the thing is, you got to actually do it. So if you're someone who's been saying you want to exercise, but you're not doing it, I will encourage you to start slow. And it's the same thing with the meditation. For meditation, set your phone for 2 minutes. You can do a universal mantra of so, hum, right? So silently repeating in your mind, so on the inhalation and hum on the exhalation. Super easy breezy, right? Start with 2 minutes, work your way up to 10. If you have your own mantra, right? Primordial sound meditation is the style of meditation that I do, that Vic and I both do. So we have our own mantras that I've never told anyone my mantra, and neither has Vic in 25 years probably. But we are silently repeating that mantra over and over throughout the time that we're meditating. And what is a mantra? It's in Sanskrit, I believe it means mind vehicle, where it basically brings your mind away from thoughts. Now, thoughts are not a crime. It's not the worst thing. You will have thoughts while you're meditating, but when you notice that you're thinking, you just gently bring yourself back to the mantra. It's really, it's simple, but not easy. Let's just say that. But I promise you, if I can do it with the busiest brain that Dr. Daniel Amen has ever seen, that's literally what he said I did his show, Scan Your Brain on Instagram. And I believe he said, this is the busiest brain I've ever seen. I was like, wow, that's literally like something I do not want to win. That is a badge of honor I do not want to have, but apparently I do. So if my busy ass brain can be calmed by daily meditation that's not 2 hours, so can yours. And it's not just our brains that we're calming. It's also the nervous system. The moment I start repeating my mantra, my body immediately relaxes. The moment I light my candle and I get out my good smelling stuff like this, which I love. You guys, if you're not watching this, you can't see, but it's my favorite brand of essential oil mix from a company called Sage. And I think it's called Unwind. It is called Unwind. It is delicious. But these are all small things that we can do. And why I love the idea of you having some kind of essential oil, if you're not allergic to that, but something that calms your body, is that when you're not meditating, when you're not in that situation, you've already taught your body in a Pavlovian way that when you smell that smell, you're going to be relaxing. So a lot of times we can bypass the activation of the central nervous system by, especially if you're very olfactory oriented. I am personally very smell oriented. For some people, it doesn't work. But if you like good smells, I would say really use that as we're trying to find ways to calm our nerves. Better boundaries, be discerning, protect your energy. In the guide, I'll also give you one of my favorite zip up techniques from one of my besties, Lara, who's an energy medicine expert. And it's just a video that I love. Be kind to yourself and others. Try to make the best assumptions of others rather than the worst, because when we're kind, we're releasing endorphins. Do your best to stay present, right? You can do some breathing exercises, just 4x4 breathing, which is super easy. And again, I'm going to give you all of this stuff in the guide, which is terricole.com guide, along with the guided meditation that we are moving into. Let me see what else. Another thing to do is seek community. We need each other more than ever. I have the most beautiful community. Go to terricole.com/TCM for Terri Cole membership. Super affordable. You got a million things in the membership, but most importantly, you get to meet with me live every week. So, one thing I know how to do is create a safe and sacred container. So I'm inviting you to join me there. Other things are tech. Have some good boundaries with your tech so that you're not online so much. Maybe choose to do some journaling. Listen, you don't have to do all of those things. Those are just ideas. Just choose one or two to do daily and see how that feels for you. All right, now I'm going to ask you to get comfortable, right? This meditation that I'm about to provide for you is a live guided meditation, and it's all about security and safety. So this is not just in the physical sense, right? It's in a deeper emotional and spiritual way too, because we need that. Feeling overstimulated, feeling anxious, feeling ungrounded, which is what so many of you are telling me you feel. So this meditation is designed to bring you back to yourself and to create a sacred space within where you can feel safe, protected, even when the outside world doesn't feel that way. This is for you to not just listen to, but this meditation I created for you to actually experience, right? To let go of stress, to release what no longer serves you, and to connect with a deep sense of inner peace. So right now, I'm going to ask you to find a comfortable place where you can sit or lie down now for the next 10 minutes or so, a little bit less, maybe 8. Grab some essential oil, maybe light a candle. Turn off any distractions. Like, just give yourself the gift of your own presence, which we rarely ever do. It will, trust me, you'll be grateful, because this is your time. This is your space. This is your peace that we are creating. So give yourself a moment to reconnect with yourself. Gently close your eyes and let's begin by taking a few easy breaths. Breathing in and breathing all the way out. Breathing in, and this time, send the warm energy of your breath to any part of your body that might feel tight, tense, or sore. Release the tension with your exhalation. I want you to visualize that anything that is not serving your greatest good is effortlessly leaving your body with your breath. And on your exhale, you want to be breathing all the way out. Just allow it all the way out. And now take another deep breath in. And any thoughts that come to your mind that might be fearful or stressful or create dread, I want you to also let them go with your breath. We are releasing anything and everything that no longer serves us with each exhalation. Just for a moment, allow your mind to be empty. Any emotions that are stirring, you can acknowledge them just like thoughts, but you can also release them with your breath. Now we're going to move into finding your sacred space. I want you to imagine your emotional self still and quiet, like a lake with no ripples. Feel your body and your mind completely and totally relaxing. Now imagine a place where you feel calm, peaceful, and at ease. This could be a real place, a memory, or somewhere where you've always wanted to go. It doesn't matter. What's important is that this place feels safe and peaceful to you. Now allow this place to become real in your mind's eye. Look around in your mind's eye with your eyes gently closed. I want you to take in the colors and the scenery, Look over to your right. Now look over to your left. And now listen to the sounds of your sacred, safe place. What do you hear? Do you hear birds? Do you hear the wind rustling through the trees? Do you hear waves? Maybe the trickle of a brook. Do you hear animals? Just allow yourself to linger for a moment, listening to what you hear, becoming familiar with the different sounds that this beautiful, special place has to offer. Now I want you to feel what you're sitting against or lying on. Notice the texture. Is it the ground beneath you? Are you sitting or lying on moss? Are you on the most comfortable couch you've ever been on, or chair? Are you on a couch or a chair made of grass? There are so many beautiful things that you could be experiencing. So what is it that you are sitting on in your sacred place? Allow yourself to sink into the comfort, the sense of safety, the beauty that is all around you. And I want you to feel the air on your skin. Notice the temperature of this place. Is it cool on your skin? Do you feel a salty breeze from the ocean? Or is it warm? Can you imagine feeling the sun on your skin and how that feels? Just imagine it in your sacred space. The perfect temperature, the perfect conditions for you to feel completely secure and safe and relaxed. And next, I want you to focus on what you smell. Imagine the rich fragrances of your sacred space. Are you in the woods? Are you by the ocean? Or like me, maybe you're by a mountain lake. You can smell Mother Nature. So beautiful, so rich, so satisfying. And now, what time of day is it? Is the sun rising? Are you seeing those little pinks and orange of the sun coming up? Or is the sun setting? Or maybe the sun is full out and warming you from head to toe. Whatever it is, I want you to breathe in the peace of this sacred, safe space. Take it all in, using all of your senses. Become more and more attuned in this beautiful place. Feeling thankful, feeling grateful, feeling happy here. Just allow your body to soak in the vibrance of your sacred place. Let the beauty and safety nourish and fortify you. With every deep breath, let the warmth of this place soak into your skin. Feel it traveling down through your big muscles and into your bones and into each and every cell of your body, reaching deep into the peaceful stillness at your very core. And now let's call in protection. I want you to visualize or imagine the loving protection that surrounds you here, now, and always. Call in your higher self. Feel and see that now. Call in your ancestors. Feel them all around you, offering strength, support, protection. See them cheering you on, having their hands at your back. Call in your spiritual guides. Allow yourself to feel their fierce and loving presence. Imagine this protection as a beautiful shield, a halo surrounding you, surrounding the people you love, your home, and everywhere you go. They are protecting you and lifting you up. And now I'll ask you to gently start repeating silently in your mind, our simple affirmation to let this really sink into our bones. I am always divinely guided and protected. I am always divinely guided and protected. So just repeat that a few more times, silently in your mind. I am always divinely guided and protected. And allow yourself to feel the feelings of being divinely guided and protected at all times. And now I'll ask you to gently stop repeating the affirmation. Take a long, slow, deep breath in and release. Know that you can return to this sacred and safe place, this protected place, whenever you wish. Your body, mind, and spirit can relax, rejuvenate, and heal simply by finding this quiet space within you and visualizing your safe, protected place. And now I'm going to ask you to gently bring your attention back to your body, back to the room that you're in, maybe the chair or the couch or the bed that is beneath you. I'll ask you to gently stretch your hands and rock your feet a little bit. And if it feels good to you, give yourself a full body stretch. Ooh. And now I'll ask you to gently open your eyes. Breathing in. I hope that you enjoyed this safety and protection meditation and this episode of the Terri Cole Show. You can, if you're watching this now, get the audio version of the meditation by going to terricole.com/guide. And I want you to remember, we are all in this together. I am here to help you get through this time. If you would like to gather with me every week live, as opposed to recorded, go to terricole.com/TCM and check out my membership, because it is a lifesaver. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you guys have the most amazing week. And as always, take care of you.